Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's from pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottom. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. and I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them gain, make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? And make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? And make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? And make profits.
That TTG money gang.
And making profits.
We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward Paranati. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. In case you didn't know, TTG is a Benzinga FinTech Awards finalist for Best Data Analysis Tool. We're also the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, and individual mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We day trade, we swing trade. We also cover long-term investing. There is literally something for everybody here inside of True Trading Group. Now we take that university level of curriculum and we combine it with today's top financial tools. These are tools that give you more information, give you an edge, help you make better decisions. Unfortunately, most retail traders don't use them because they're very expensive. $5,000, $6,000 a year if you're to go pay for them on your own. The good news is when you join True Trading Group, you don't have to. It is included in your membership. They are on our platform. These tools include Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, congressional trading data, a simulator to let you practice trading with fake money, Trading Views premium charting software, the Trade Ideas scanner, unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, short data, so much more we'll talk about later on in the stream. Yes, of course, when you join our platform, you're going to get our courses. Yes, you're going to get all of our trade alerts, but you guys also get these tools. We set you up with everything you need to have the very best chance of becoming successful for one affordable price for the entire year. You also get access to thousands of our members, the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders that you're ever going to find, not to mention the real-time trade alerts from the moderators and myself. There's 9 professional traders with you each and every single day, calling out their trades in real time. And we have been able to collectively, as a group, maintain a cumulative win rate on all of our executions of just around 80%, now going on roughly the last 4 years. If you're wondering, why should you really listen or pay attention to anything that I discuss on this channel? It's because I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I didn't figure this out by watching YouTube videos or sitting in Discord chats. I began my trading career working at T3 Alpha Fund, my first job right out of college in New York City, where they had me go through an educational training program before they let me touch $1 of the fund's money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession. The stock market crashed, but also the same year I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG. And along with my team of that 9 professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of people from all over the world, 115 different countries we have members in. We've helped those people to reach their goals. So if you're ready to learn trading profit for real, you folks have come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live on this channel with myself and other TTG Pro trading mods and special guests. We'll drop golden nuggets, free lessons, education, trade ideas, commentary that can help you all become better traders and make some damn money. That's why we're all here, right? You guys are here to figure out ways that you can make money from the markets, all right? So we got a great stream in store for you guys here today. We got a ton of earnings that just came out. You had Fortinet, Chipotle, Snapchat, Enphase, Ford, Elf, MicroStrategy. All of these companies have just come out right now and have just reported earnings. Okay. Now, before we get into the earnings coverage I'm going to cover with you, I just want to I want to have a conversation with you guys a little bit about something I spoke about over the weekend. I spoke about this on Sunday, but I really do feel that it really bears repeating because the markets are at all-time highs, and you guys all understand this, right? Everyone, unless you've been living under a rock for the last couple of years, you know the market is at all-time highs right now as we speak, and stocks like NVIDIA and AMD and Meta and SMCI, Broadcom, these stocks have been absolutely exploding to the upside. These stocks are up multiple triple digits in the last, calendar year, 2 to 3 years. Unbelievable moves, generating a tremendous amount of wealth for a lot of people. And while you were debating whether or not it is the right time, whether or not I have the time, because I got to go back to work. It's no longer COVID. I'm not sitting at home in front of my computer. I got to go back to work. I can't do this on my phone. All of these different things. Everybody picked up day trading during COVID because it was the cool thing to do because everybody was sitting at home with all the time in the world. But now that people are back at work, a lot of people have exited the markets and it's been the biggest mistake that they could have ever possibly made because the markets crashed in 2022 and everyone told everybody that there was going to be a massive depression. Everybody panicked and they bailed and they said, you know what? I'm not at home anymore. I got to go back to work. I can't focus on this. The markets are crashing. Everyone's telling me there's going to be a depression. Let me just get out of the markets altogether. And now you take a look at the markets less than a year later and we're sitting up here at all-time highs, levels that maybe people never really thought were even going to be something that we can take a look at if you went back and you were considering what the markets were doing in 2022, yet still here we are. And True Trading Group really exists to empower the retail trader. And that purpose has been directly threatened and contradicted by the media and some of the powers that be over the past year or two. This goes all the way back to 2022, right? The same people that said that there was going to be a depression, a horrible economy, inflation, World War III. Well, guess what? None of those things have happened. The markets are at all-time highs. And if you've been sitting on the sidelines throughout this entire process, you're kicking yourself. You're kicking yourself because when I look back, there's series of moments and phases that the market will go through where there's a brand new source of wealth to be generated. You guys remember the dot-com bubble, right? The creation of the internet, the dot-com bubble, stocks went crazy. There's a tremendous amount of opportunity to generate wealth there, right? I look back at key moments just in the last couple of years. 2020, greatest wealth building opportunity of my lifetime, hands down, not even close. The 2022 crash was another one of those wealth building opportunities, because it gave you the chance to position yourself ahead of this AI boom. This AI boom, make no mistake about it, this AI boom is one of the craziest rallies, sector-based rallies that I've ever seen. You got to go back to a lot of different, hype cycles and bubble cycles to see movements like you've seen in some of these stocks. But I really don't believe that this is hype. I really don't believe that this is a bubble. I believe that these are some of the most profitable, biggest companies in the world that are taking advantage and building out and working on developing what is going to be truly a revolutionizing technology, when that's just going to become a bigger and bigger part of our everyday lives, which is AI. And these are all the stocks that we own in the long-term portfolio: NVIDIA, Broadcom, AMD, Meta, Microsoft, you have Palo Alto, CrowdStrike. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on of the companies that have made the moves, made crazy moves over the last year. And what frustrates me the most, and this is why True Trading Group really exists, is that if you were to listen to the media, and if you were to watch the news channels, and you were to read articles that are published and circulated on Twitter or circulated on Facebook or whatever, they never give you the right information. They're always late. They're always behind. They're always feeding off of emotions. They always put out headlines and news stories and narratives to just capture your attention. But you have to really start thinking about this for a second. Seriously. How does the media make money? The media makes money by getting as many people to view their content for as long as possible. That's it. Period. That's how media networks make money. Okay. Advertising. And the more eyeballs you have, the longer you have them, the more money that you can charge. That's how these companies make money. So it is to their benefit to put out narratives and content that will capture your attention. It is not to their benefit to put out information and narratives that will actually help you make money. Now, that is where True Trading Group and the media differs tremendously. Because long time ago, Adam, my business partner, and I, we sat down and we said that we see an opportunity in the retail investor and the retail trading community where if we can actually have our members make money and have our members become successful, that our business would then become successful. Because if people join True Trading Group and they do well, then they're going to stay with True Trading Group, right? And True Trading Group is a business. We have over 30 employees. And if our members do well, they stay. That means we get that reoccurring membership revenue year after year. But then also, If they do well, they're going to tell their friends, their family members, their coworkers about True Trading Group, and our business is going to grow. And it'll grow because our members are actually being successful, not because we are brilliant, genius marketers that dangle a carrot in front of everybody's face, promise them the star and the moon, and then when they join, give them absolutely jack you know what, and then they just end up leaving, and it just becomes a revolving door. Bring a new member, buy member, bring a new member, buy member. That's not the way that our business model works. And that's the biggest difference between us and the media. The media is not going to sit here and tell you when the stock market's crashing in 2022 that now's the time to just get in there and start buying up NVIDIA and AMD and Microsoft and Meta, et cetera. But that is exactly what we did inside True Trading Group. Because the information that we're going to give you is exactly what we are doing with our own money. That's what we do. I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing with my money. It's your choice to do whatever you want with that information. I'm not telling you to do anything with, I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm telling you what I'm doing. If you want to take that information for whatever it is and it helps you make better decisions, and so be excellent, amazing. I love it. But that has been our business model since day one. Provide a platform and a community that gives retail traders access to real professional education, similar to the stuff I learned working at the hedge fund in New York. Not some special, super top secret thing you saw reading some Reddit page, right? Just real education. Access to real tools that give you guys more information and give you an edge. And a community of traders that actually give a damn whether or not you succeed or fail. That's True Trading Group. Our friends that are joining us from the Stockmaster app, we're talking about what happened in the market today and how to make money tomorrow, plain and simple. It's all about earnings. It's earnings, earnings, earnings. We have a ton of earnings that just came out. Fortinet, Chipotle, Snapchat, Enphase, Ford, Elf, MicroStrategy. All these companies just reported earnings. We're going to cover that with you guys here live in just a moment. Huge day for members in True Trading Group on Palantir. The analysis in the pre-market session was absolutely beautiful and spot on. This is the stuff that I want to show you guys. For people that are on this live stream and on this YouTube channel that are not members of True Trading Group, you're not going to really understand the things that I'm saying to you, nor should you really necessarily, honestly, let's call a spade, nor should you really just necessarily believe the things that I say to you. Because I can be telling you anything. Sure, I can tell you that members are making money. Sure, I can tell you today was a big day in chat for people. Okay, swing trade position that I'm in made a new all-time high today. We've taken profits off on that. We were absolutely spot on, dead perfect with the buy entry point on Palantir today. Top trade idea of the day. A lot of members had their best days they've ever had actually on that trade. It ended up being like a 10 or 15 to 1 or 10 to 1 based on risk reward. It was a monster trade for people, and some people are actually still on and still in that position. So we'll talk about that in a moment also. But for those of you that are not members of TTG, I want to prove something to you. I want to show you something because seeing it is believing it, not because I say it. I told you before that our entire business model at True Trading Group is to make sure that our members are successful. And by successful, I mean make money. And I want to prove this to you. Members of True Trading Group that are with me right now on this stream, if you are a member and you guys are making money and you're becoming better traders because of TTG, I want you to just go ahead right now and type the number 1. So if you're a member and you guys are doing well, type the number 1 inside chat right now. Anyone here that's not part of this community yet, pay attention to how many people that you see type the number 1. These are your friends, your family members, your coworkers. If they can do this, then so can you. It's not that they have some tremendous amount of free time that they can sit in front of a computer screen all day, every day. In fact, 82% of our members have full-time jobs. They work over 40 hours a week. They've got very busy schedules. These aren't people that are just sitting at home staring at a computer screen all day long. These are teachers, construction workers, doctors, auto mechanics, bakery owners, IT professionals, law enforcement, lawyers, personal trainers, truck drivers. That's who these people are. Guys, do me a favor. Now, if you're making money while working a full-time job, just type the number 1 and then tell me what you actually do for a living. If you're making money while working a full-time job, just tell me what you actually do for a living. And for those of you that are not members, pay attention to see how many people that you see here maybe do the same thing that you do for a living. Maybe you're a truck driver. Well, let's see if anybody says truck driver that comes through inside chat. Maybe you are an auto mechanic. Maybe you see someone that's an auto mechanic. Maybe, You're a painter. I don't know, whatever it is that you do, but pay attention, read some of the comments that you see here. Barber, electrician, furniture mover, production manager, home inspector, property manager, and electrician, train engineer, IT analyst, emergency medical technician, right? Boat mechanic, trial lawyer, restaurant owner. Nice. Mother of 2 little ones. Air traffic control. That sounds like a pretty demanding and time consuming job. You got to make sure planes don't crash, right? So the point is that these people can do this, guys, then so can you. You don't have to be sitting in front of your computer screen all day, every day in order for you guys to do this. It's the biggest misconception that people have. That holds them back from taking advantage of these opportunities that people have as the market sits here at new all-time highs. And it's just, I get so frustrated and I get so annoyed and I get so aggravated when I see, you guys have to realize, because there's thousands of people that will send me messages on the TeachG platform, or they hit me up on Twitter. You guys want to follow me on Twitter or X, whatever. My handle's at MikeEdward_TTG. Again, it's at MikeEdward_TTG. I'm always posting, trade ideas and market commentary, analysis, news, etc. On there. So you guys go ahead, give me a follow. But I get people that hit us up and they're always asking me, like, I'll give you the perfect example. Just last week, right? I can't tell you how many questions I got from people that said, Mike, if I don't own NVIDIA, should I buy it now? That scares the ever-living crap out of me, that after this stock has done this, people ask me, should I buy it? And what I will tell you is that the same way that I tell people to not panic and freak out when markets are going down and when markets are crashing, because that's when your opportunity lies, you have to remain calm and you can't freak out when stocks start moving higher also. There's me personally. Now, I own NVIDIA. I've owned it for a long time. I've added to it over the years. I've added to it basically every year over the last 3 to 4 years. But I would not sit here with my money and then buy NVIDIA at 678, 679. Me personally, I wouldn't do that with my money. So I'm not going to ever suggest to anybody that, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. To me, NVIDIA has made a ridiculous run. Stocks don't go up in straight lines. There will be a moment where their stock has a 10, 15, maybe even a 20% pullback. And that is when I would say, if you don't own the name, then you got to step in and you got to start to buy the name. Now, I already own it. I am going to continue to add to this position over the next many, many years, as I believe that NVIDIA is going to end up being one of my largest positions in the long-term portfolio. Fast forward a decade from now, I think this company is just getting started. Think about where AI is going to be 10 years from now and what that potentially means for NVIDIA. I envision another stock split coming in the near future for NVIDIA, as they did a stock split not too long ago and ended up being, a really great thing for shareholders, as I already was a shareholder. I got 4 times the amount of shares that I had, and the stock ended up going higher also as well, because I believe it's a 1-for-4 split. So that is, when I see stuff like that, it makes me nervous, because it's like when I get in an Uber and my Uber driver, this is a true story, by the way. I got into an Uber out of Miami airport. When I landed in Miami, this is when Bitcoin was going to like 60K and Dogecoin and everything was going absolutely crazy. This is, a couple years ago. And when Bitcoin got up to like 60K, I get into my Uber, and the Uber driver actually recognized me from this YouTube channel, which was the coolest thing ever for me, because it was one of the first times that somebody recognized me outside, in the street, from the YouTube channel. So I thought that was really cool. But they asked me, should I buy Bitcoin? And I'm like, oh no. That's when you know it's the top, right? That's when you know that there's a short-term top that is coming into play, when people that do not normally and traditionally participate in markets are all of a sudden asking, should I be buying? Because once those people start asking, should I be buying this stock? Then that means that it has filtered its way all the way through the entire population, and the smartest professionals bought first. The rest of the professionals bought second. The informed retail traders bought third. And then the last of the last is the bottom of the retail investor and trading community. They are the last ones in. And who are they buying from? They're buying from the best of the professionals that got in early, that are now selling at the very top. And that exact cycle is the entire reason why retail traders continue to underperform the overall markets year after year. year, and generation after generation is partly the reason why people think that, oh, the stock market's a scam. No, it is not. The stock market is the greatest wealth builder and the greatest equalizer that you will ever find in your entire life if you understand the right way how to operate within it. And that is exactly what we try to do here at True Trading Group. It is exactly what I will teach you how to do here inside of True Trading Group. How many people do we have on this live stream right now that are not part of this community? If you guys are not members of TTG, can you do me a favor? Do me a favor and just type the letters TTG real quick, guys. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, again, if you're not a member, just do me a favor and type the letters TTG inside chat right now. Just go ahead and type TTG. I just want to see who we have on here that's not part of the community. So again, just go ahead and type TTG if you guys are not part of True Trading Group. Deborah, John, Carlicia, Joseph, Richard, OC, Karen. Nice, guys. So we got a handful of people here that are joining us. Holloway, what's up? How are you? Excellent. Nice. We have a lot of people here that are not part of the community. Nice. 10 toes down goes, attention newbies. This is Guy, TTG fam is for real. We got Albert is joining us. What's up? Fun songs and short stories for kids. Welcome. Glad to see you here. Excellent. Okay, Kelly, Grishel, excellent. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys something. Everyone that's typing TTG, bear with me for 1 second because I want to show you something. I want to show you what it is like to get analysis from True Trading Group and from the professional traders that are part of TTG. There's 9 professional traders that are mods that call out their trades for you. And before we call out our trades, before our trades actually execute, we tell you exactly what the game plan is. We tell you exactly the prices that we're looking to get into our positions and the prices we're looking to get out of the positions. Okay. So what I want to do right now is I want to show you a quick little video clip so you can get an idea of what the analysis is like inside of True Trading Group. And then I want you to think about this. I want you to listen to what I'm going to show you. And then I want you to think, would you be able to make money from this analysis? That's what the question I want you to keep in the back of your mind while you are watching what I'm about to show you. I'm going to play for you a very quick video clip. This video clip is from this morning, pre-market, inside the TTG platform, when I am going through my watch list for the day and I cover my top trade ideas for the day. I tell people before the market even opens, these are the stocks I'm focused on. These are the prices we're going to look to get into these positions. And I will tell people all of this, not just me, the other moderators do this as well. And this way, our members know exactly where to focus their attention before the market even opens. A lot of our members will just sit there and say, okay, excellent. They put orders in, they just let those orders fill, they set a stop loss, and they go about their business and they go about their workday because we give them that analysis ahead of time. So I'm going to show you this video clip from inside the TTG platform before the market opened, when I was telling people top trade idea of the day was Palantir for the long. Now, what I want you to pay attention to here, again, real quick, is I want you to pay very close attention to what I say in this video with where the buy point and where the entry point is going to be for Palantir. Then I want you to think, would you have been able to make money if you were inside of the TTG platform, logged in on the mobile app, if you can't be in front of your computer? Would you have been able to make money from this analysis? That is what I want you to ask yourself. That's not a rhetorical question. I want you to be dead serious. Would you be able to make money with this analysis? Let's go ahead and play that clip. Let's talk about ones I plan on getting into. Palantir, great earnings report. I like this gap up here on Palantir, and I kind of have a feeling like this thing can give us more. All right, I kind of feel like this thing could give us some more. What I'm looking for here on Palantir, if you look at the top right of my screen, you'll see this level right here around 19.25 to 1950. See that little level right there in the pre-market session? So what I'm going to look for is, I don't think you're going to get all the way down to there. But if there's like a quick pull in early, we'll see if maybe we can structure some longs here under 20 and then have this level as our stop. That's what I'm kind of thinking, is like, if we get a quick pull in right off the open, we can maybe try to grab something, I don't know, 1975, 1980-ish. And then I'd say stop losses down there, 19.25. And then we'll see if this can just keep going. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, listen, the stock's up 20% already, but if we can clear out 20.5, I think the stock has room. Like you could see this thing push into 21. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing 21 and change today and really get up and test the top end of that resistance. So you got a decent short position that's in the name. You got a great earnings quarter. It stock's up 20%. And let's just see if there's maybe a little bit more upside to the name. So there you have it. You just heard me give you the exact detailed analysis before the market even opened, telling you that the buy zone for this trade is 1975 to 1980, saying that we believe that we can see the stock push up into the 21s, and you guys can be taking profits off up into 21s. Well, now let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. And again, those of you that type TTG, I want you to think about what you just saw, and I want you to think about, would you be able to take that information and make money with it, make money from it? Now, markets open up. The black, not the gray. The gray is pre-market. The black is the market open. So market opens. We drop down right off the open, just like we said. You heard me say, quick pullback off the bell, 1975 to 1980. Let's highlight 1975 to 1980. The low of the day today is actually 1976. Literally can't make that up. Fibonacci got into Palantir calls at 30 cents. Their final take profit was $1.57. Brock Palisi bought the stock at $19.90 today. Because of this analysis, there's the buy point. We told you where the buy point was. Then you see what the stock did the rest of the day. Do you think that you could have taken that analysis that you just heard, if you heard that at 15, 20 minutes before the market opens, do you think you would have been able to take that information and buy call options or buy shares, whatever it is that you're looking to do, and make money on Palantir today as the stock exploded and members made over triple-digit gains on call options on the stock? Again, it's not a rhetorical question. If you are not a member, would you have been able to make money from that? Not to mention when the moderators trades execute, you get the real-time push notification letting you know that our orders have filled. Even if you're not in front of your computer, that's why the mobile app is there. Remember, 82% of our members have full-time jobs. So you'll get a notification on your phone, their order executed, their long call options on Palantir. You can log into your Webull, your Thinkorswim, your E-Trade, whatever, buy some calls, set a stop loss, put your phone down, wait for another alert to come out. Way to go, Blair. AB, guys, AB just joined last night. That's Blair. Just joined last night. First option trade today on Palantir, made $42 per contract on that position. Rowan Warrior made 202% gain on that position. Yoda Awake made $200 with a $150 position in call options. Look at this. Incredible. Paul got in at 47 cents, got out at 98 cents. Another 100% gain. So you have to ask yourself, are you able to make money with analysis like that? Because that's every single day inside of True Trading Group. That's not just today. That's every single day. Milk Dud took their trading account today on Palantir from $500. Their account is now $884 because of Palantir. The Realm Riddler joined a few days ago, made over 100% on each trade the last few days. I'm cutting any losers early. I'm doing well. Just joined a couple of days ago. Guys, if they can do it, so can you. That's the point. And with analysis like this, how could you not? If 9 professional traders can tell you this is the price we're going to get in, these are the prices we're going to get out, you can do this. Just because you're back at work doesn't mean this is not for you. You can do this. And I'm going to show you how. Everyone that typed TTG, I want you to open up a new web browser right now. Open a web browser, go to ttgoffer.com. I'm going to give you guys something special. Okay. I'm going to give you guys something special. Go to ttgoffer.com. And then I want you to use this coupon code, because when you go there, you're going to see the price of our membership is over $2,000 for the year. Don't worry. Like I said, I got something special for you. Use the coupon code TTG121. Again, TTG121. Then click apply code. What you will then see is that the price of our membership will drop all the way down to $907 for you for the entire year. Wow, Mr. Know the Truth had took their account from $350 to now $3,000. Mr. Know the Truth, great job on that. Did that in just a week. That's incredible. Great job. But honestly, that's what happens when you're hitting triple-digit gains, guys. That's exactly what happens. Congratulations on that one. So like I said, for the rest of you, use the coupon code. You have to manually type it in yourself. TTG121, click apply code. The price will then drop all the way down to $907. Every single thing you see on that page is included. Remember, we were a finalist for the Benzinga FinTech Awards for Best Data Analysis Tool because we've taken all of these tools and products that give traders an edge. We brought them all under one roof. Everything you see on that page is included. You will get access to all of our courses, which is a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it. You guys have access to it. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, congressional trading data. If you went to Benzinga on your own, that alone, over $1,000 a year. You can get it when you join us and just pay $907. You get TradingView's premium charting software. There's a simulator to let you practice trading with fake money. The trade idea scanner is on our platform for you to use. You get all of our AI trading tools and assistance. You get a proprietary scanner to make your own custom scans like you can on FinViz. You get a trading journal to track your trades for you, a social sentiment scanner to tell you what's being talked about most on social media, analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. All of this is included for the $907. There's no upsell, additional cost, or hidden fee for any of these things. It is an all-inclusive membership. You get access to all of it. All you have to do is go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price drops to $907. Check out and you guys are good to go. I will also tell you one more thing. I know I talk a big game on these live streams, but I want to prove to you how serious I am about this. I stand behind the product that we've created, and I stand behind its ability to help our members reach their goals. So much so that we offer a double your money back guarantee when you join. Hear me out. If you join TTG right now, you'll pay $907. Go through our courses, pass the quizzes that are at the end of the courses, and attend one study group session. We do them every Thursday. Attend one. You don't have to do this all in like 14 days, some impossible time frame. You have the entire year. Go at your own pace. Take your time. If after completing those tasks, you are still unable to make enough winning trades to equal the $907 membership fee at least one time, then we will give you back double your money. We will literally send you back $1,814, double the $907 that you are paying to join. Why do we do that? To prove to you how serious we are and how much that we believe in the product that we've created and its ability to help you reach your goals. We can do this because our refund rate at True Trading Group is actually less than 2.5%. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,400 reviews. And 78% of our members stay with us. Remember what I said to you in the beginning of this video? Our business model is to make sure that our members do well so that they stay with True Trading Group. Well, that business model is working extremely well because our members are doing extremely well. And I'll prove this to you. Members, type the number 2 if you've been a member of True Trading Group for longer than 1 year, or you've decided to become a lifetime member of the community. Type the number 2 if that's you. Now, the rest of you that are not part of this team yet, let's go through a hypothetical as you're seeing how many people type the number 2. Let's say you join TTG right now today. You pay $907. Let's fast forward. It's February 6th, 2025. It's time for you to renew your membership. Would you renew your membership if you made no money and you learned nothing? Of course not. I wouldn't expect you to. Why would you? It was a waste of time for you. But what if you spent 907 hypothetically, and a year later you made $15,000? Would you renew your membership then? I would assume yes, because 15,000 is a much bigger number than 907, and that investment would have paid off tremendously. So then why is it you think that many people that you just saw attempt to number 2, why do you think that many people are still with us after their year membership is over? I mean, you certainly wouldn't become a lifetime member of the community if you weren't having success. Never mind renew your annual membership. So then why the hell did all of those people? You see, this is why I have no problem offering a double your money back guarantee, because I see the results that members have, and I know what this platform is capable of doing. And I know what you are capable of doing, because I see it with thousands and thousands of traders. We have over 10,000 members into your trading group. We've had probably over 50, 60,000 traders come through TTG's platform since 2016, including trial members. So trial members and also regular annual members over the last, 8 years, 7 years. I know what works. I know it's possible. You got to be willing to take the step, though. I can't do it for you. You know the old saying, can lead a horse to water, can't make it drink. Go to ttgoffer.com if you guys are serious about this. Enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price drops down to 907. Check out, and you guys are good to go. We're going to leave this open for 10 people. Okay? We're going to leave this open for 10 people before the price goes up again. We're raising the price here each day. So after 10 people sign up, we're going to bump that price up. All right? It's 907 right now. After 10 people join, we're going to bump the price to 950. We're doing a tiered, staggered pricing climb here, pricing ladder. So we have 10 spots at 907, first come, first serve. After those 10 spots go, it's 950, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Those spots at 950 go, jumps to 1,000, right? That's how we're doing this. And listen, if you pay 907 today, it's also important that you realize that becomes your new renewal price. So let's say next year, the membership could be $2,400. It doesn't matter. You're only going to pay the 907 to renew. You're grandfathering yourself in at that price when you guys join. That's the 907. If you have any questions at all, do not hesitate. We are fully transparent. We are an open book. Send us a text message, 1-888-306-8783. Again, that's 1-888-306-8783. Text us with any questions that you have. Phone number is right down there at the bottom of your screen. All right, folks, let's take things on over to the charts. We have a lot of earnings that we have to cover. Like I said, that Palantir, we already went over that analysis. I'll tell you guys, you heard me say very specifically about the buy point, 1975 to 1980, and the support level was down here. And I said, I don't think we're going to quite get down to that level. I mean, you guys can see this, right? You guys can all see this level right here. All right. So I didn't think we're going to quite get down to that level, but why? Why did I not say, I think we're going to get all the way down to that level? Because sometimes when you have a catalyst like you have with Palantir, which was just a knock your socks off earnings report, and there's a high short position on the stock, those pullbacks tend to be very low because there's a lot of buying pressure. There's a lot of momentum. There's short covering. And that's how you start to get this push back to the upside, right? And that allows you to not get in the buy point that you're looking for. You're not able to get all the way down to that support level and to test that area and get that. You got to be able to step up. And then that's when you get that move back there to the upside, as those catalysts just had too much momentum. That's what we called that buy point. It was an absolute beautiful trade for members inside of the TTG fam. Let's cover some of the earnings now that we had coming out. Man, Snapchat is such a piece of garbage, right? Snap is such a total piece of garbage. It's unbelievable. Just how terrible this company actually, I mean, it seems like every single time this company reports earnings, the stock drops 20%. It's every single time. It's so unbelievable. They really are just the worst out of all of your social media companies. I'm sorry. So let's take a look at some of these earnings. They missed on sales, 1.36 billion on sales. Estimates were 1.38 billion, and they really came in light on guidance. They gave a weak outlook. They said that they thought that they were going to see 1.09 to 1.13 billion in revenue for Q1. That's obviously a drop from Q4 revenue, a significant drop from Q4 revenue. Analyst expectations were for 1.12 billion. So just weak, cautious guidance. They missed on revenue, and the stock just gets absolutely pulverized. People were really excited about Snap coming into these earnings because daily active user numbers on other platforms have been very strong. Obviously, Meta's numbers were phenomenal, and there was a lot of excitement behind Snap coming into this earnings report because of how great Meta did. But I don't know why people still make that correlation. These companies are not the same. It's not even apples to oranges. You cannot compare Meta to Snap. Just because Meta has good earnings does not mean that Snap's going to have good earnings. And just because Snap has bad earnings does not mean that Meta is going to have bad earnings. They are not the same. They are not equals. So, and these earnings reports just continue to show that. So the stock gets its head taken off today, down now to $12. This is actually a very key support level for the stock. I'll draw that level out for you. Maybe there's a bounce attempt from here, but I'm not stepping in and trying to buy this falling knife. This is a support level down here, 1150-ish. You see 200-day moving average, that yellow line right there. You can see support right here. Prior to that, you had resistance. Prior to that, you had resistance on the gap, this gap entry, right? So there's resistance that creates double top. You gapped above it, it held support, and then you got this huge move. Well, now you're dropping right into that zone, and that's giving you a potential level of support right now, down around 1150. I'm not buying it. Okay, I'm just telling you now, I'm not buying this. Not something that I'm going to be looking to buy. But if you are brave enough to step, if you want to try the long, that's the spot to try it, right at that 1150 mark. So again, 1150, that's the spot to try the long if you want. I am not going to try the long, but if you wanted to, I would say that that is probably the support level that I would try it against. All right. So that's Snap. Now let's talk about a stock that's in my long-term portfolio, and it is Fortinet. Fortinet, how many of my TG fam have this in their long-term portfolio? Stock is up 13.5% on its earnings. Let's talk about where we are going on this one. Fortinet, the numbers are 51 cents earnings per share. That's a beat against analyst expectations of 43 cents. Sales, 1.42 billion. That's against analyst expectations of 1.41 billion. They also beat on Q1 guidance. Check this out. 1.3 to 1.36 billion. That's against analyst expectations of 1.26 billion. So you're talking about, look at that, 1.36 billion in analyst expectations, 1.26 billion. They see earnings per share, 37 cents to 39 cents a share. Analyst expectations were 37. They see the entire fiscal year of 2024 revenue between 5.71 and 5.81 billion. All right. And that's giving you a beautiful pop to the upside. Stock is up 14%. They also authorized a $500 million increase in their share buyback program. So they've got a share buyback program. The company is going to be buying its own shares, and they're going to be increasing that number by $500 million. That is $500 million being added to that. And that is why this stock is Rip City right here after hours, after their earnings print. Nice support level, it looks like right here, guys, at 74. Let's see if this bull flag can give you maybe a move back up towards 79. I mean, we've kind of filled this gap. You had this big gap down, which was actually a previous earnings report all the way back there in August. And you filled this gap. This gap is now completely filled. You guys can see that right here. We filled that gap. And now the next resistance level that you talk about, real heavy resistance, is your all-time high. And that's going to sit right up there around 80, 80 and a half. Okay. So that stock's in the long-term portfolio. No intentions on getting out of it. It's a stock that we've owned since here and here. So these are the spots that we were stuffing that in the long-term portfolio. Some members added here. I was not able to. But some members also added down here. But same price, right? Doesn't matter. Same price. Different time, but same price, right? You're talking about, $50. $50, $48, same price. All right. Now the stock's sitting 75.50. All right. So really nice one there. We have to welcome Rebecca to the TGG fam, guys. Everybody welcome Rebecca. Rebecca, welcome. That means there's 9 spots left at that 907 price point. Then the price jumps to 950. So 9 more spots at that 907 price point, guys. Rebecca, welcome to the TGG family. All my TGG fam, my crew, welcome Rebecca to the team. Rebecca's the newest member of the group. All right, so we talked about 1 bad earnings. We talked about 1 good earnings. Let's talk about another good earnings, and it's Chipotle. This stock's got to have a stock split coming up soon. I'm surprised they didn't announce a stock split this earnings report. I actually thought that they might announce a stock split on this earnings report, but they did not. So Chipotle is now worth 1/3 of McDonald's. It's now worth 1/3 of McDonald's. So McDonald's is 3 times bigger than Chipotle. And people are wondering, can that be cut to just 2? What does Chipotle have to do to keep gaining ground on McDonald's? And the company has been able to just miraculously pass on higher costs to the consumer with complete ease, so that their margins have not been affected. When a company is able to successfully do that, you have to realize how much that helps the company in the future. When you have an inflationary moment and prices rise, so that means a company's costs are going to rise. And if companies do not have pricing power, they're not able to pass that additional cost onto the consumer, which means their profit margin gets smaller. Chipotle has been able to seamlessly increase their prices and have it not affect their consumer one bit. So now what happens when a company is able to do that successfully? After inflation slows down and the company's costs start to go back down, okay, once the company's costs start to go back down, they don't have to lower their prices. So because the consumer is now used to this higher price point for the product or the service. So even though the company's costs went down, they don't lower their prices back again, which leaves them with bigger margins than what they started with. That is what's happening with Chipotle. And that is why the stock just made a new all-time high, up another 3%, up 70. It's crazy because you'd think, 3%, that sounds small. That's $78 a share. It's up $78 a share. It's a $2,500. It's a $2,500 price. It's probably $2,500 stock, right? So let's talk about the numbers. $10.36 earnings per share. That's a beat against analyst expectations of $9.75. Sales were also a beat, $2.52 versus $2.49 expectations. So they beat on sales and they beat on earnings per share. That just goes to show you that's exactly what I was talking about, right? So earnings per share, right? $10.36 against $9.75, exactly what we're talking about. And the board also authorized a buyback of $200 million. So the company's taking $200 million of their cash, and they're going to be buying shares of their own stock. And that's also giving the stock another little bit of a boost. They say that they see 2024 comparable restaurant sales growth in the mid-single digit range. That's for Chipotle. And we keep it moving, guys. There's a ton of earnings that came out today that we've got to get to and that we have to cover. So we went over Snap, we went over Fortinet, we went over Chipotle. Now let's hit on the big solar name, Enphase. Enphase came out with earnings today, guys. The beaten down solar name. The stock's been getting slaughtered since the highs of 2022. It's been just a disaster. Okay. Watch that disaster heading back to there to the downside. And now you see this big pop here, right? Let's take a look. EMPH. Earnings per share is a miss, 54 cents versus 55 cents. Sales was a miss, 302.57 million versus analyst expectations of 328.25 million. They expect Q1 revenue of $260 to $300 million. That's analyst expectations of $319 million. They expect to have the capability to manufacture IQ batteries in the U.S. in Q3 of 2024. I got to be honest with you. I really have no idea why the stock is trading up 17% right now as I'm looking through their earnings report. Their earnings report is actually terrible. So they missed on earnings per share. They missed on sales. They missed on guidance. But they're just talking about being able to manufacture IQ batteries in Q3. I don't know, guys. I'm really not sure. I made me have to take a deeper dive or a closer look into these earnings, but I don't see anything in that earnings report that would justify a 17% move in the stock. Those are horrible earnings. What's the rest of the solar sector doing? FSLR is up 3%. So Enphase, even SEDG is up 13%. Maybe this is just like, hey, maybe this is the worst of the worst. Yeah. And SUNW filing for bankruptcy. Yeah, that was today. So I'm not sure why this stock is up 17% right now. I don't really think that. This is a horrible earnings report. We have to welcome John. John just joined the THD family, guys. Everybody welcome John, newest member of the group, which means we have 8 of those spots left. So 8 more spots at the 907 price point. Then the price is going to jump towards 950. So John, welcome to the family. For the rest of you, go to ttgoffer.com. Use that coupon code, TTG121. Click apply code. The price will drop all the way down to 907. Don't forget, you got the W money back guarantee. I don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind. Oh, that's Enphase. Next up, Ford. Stock's up 11%. Big move here for Ford. Big move here for Ford. All right, let's see. Why is this not coming up for me? So you're just pulling up the numbers here for Ford. All right. So Ford, they reported fourth quarter revenue of $46 billion. That's up 4% year over year. The analyst expectations were $39.5 billion. That's a big beat. Wow. Wow. Let me say that again. $46 billion in revenue for Ford. Expectations were $39.5 billion. That's a big beat. Earnings per share, 29 cents. That's a huge beat compared to analyst expectations of 13 cents. These are fantastic earnings from Ford. Full year adjusted EBIT to range in 10 to 12 billion. Free cash flow is expected to be in the $6 to $7 billion range. Yeah, these are great numbers. They ended the fourth quarter with $29 billion in cash. So they ended the fourth quarter with $29 billion in cash. They announced a first quarter dividend of 15 cents a share and a supplemental dividend of 18 cents a share. Both dividends are going to be payable on March 1st to shareholders of record on February 16th. So as long as you're a shareholder of Ford by February 16th, you're going to get a dividend on March 1st. That's great. Those are great earnings for Ford. Those are really great earnings for Ford. Next up, we've got Elf, the beauty product maker that just does not stop. This stock exploded in 2022 and has never looked back. This was a $25 stock in 2022. It is now $181 a share. This is Elf Beauty. All right. So all those beauty products, let's go over the numbers. 74 cents earnings per share versus 51 cents analyst expectations. Look at this earnings beat. Look at this sales beat. This is nuts. $271 million in sales. Analyst expectations, $231 million. It's a big beat. They also raised their fiscal year 24 earnings per share from 247 to 250. They raised it to 284 to 287 a share. Huge move. Revenue guidance, they upped it. Check this out. Their old guidance was 896 to 906 million. They raised their guidance to 980 to 990 million dollars. Analyst expectations were looking for 927. That is a massive beat and guide. It is why the stock is trading right now up 6.5%, new all-time high on ELF. And with those numbers and with that guidance, with those expectations, tough to say that the top is in. And then lastly, we've got MicroStrategy. Talk about a dud. Nothing to see here. No action. They missed on sales, 124.5 million against analyst expectations of 133 million. Earnings per share were $5.62. That has to be a typo. May not compare to 55-cent estimates. That actually has to be a typo. I got to look into that further. That's not a true number. The sales came in. The sales we missed. 124. Yeah. MicroStrategy Bitcoin. So basically they missed on sales and they gave an update with their Bitcoin strategy, which basically is just buy Bitcoin. And you almost start to wonder, like, is the company falling off on their software side of their business and just owning Bitcoin and just becoming, basically just becoming a Bitcoin ETF and just letting their software side of their business just fall by the wayside? You have to wonder how much of a focus is on the software side of this business, or from Michael Saylor. Like, is he just focused on let's just buy as much Bitcoin as we possibly can, or is he focused on growing out the software side of MicroStrategy? We'll see, because don't forget, MicroStrategy is a software company. Okay, that just Michael Saylor, CEO, loves Bitcoin, so he just started buying Bitcoin with the company's funds, and he just never stopped. He just keeps adding and adding and adding and adding and adding. So now MicroStrategy stock, because they own so much Bitcoin on their balance sheet, that as the price of Bitcoin fluctuates, the value of MicroStrategy as a company fluctuates because of that asset. So you literally now have a direct correlation between MicroStrategy stock and Bitcoin, almost even more so than a correlation amongst like other software companies and news about the software business, because the price fluctuation of the Bitcoin asset on their balance sheet is so severe that the price of the stock moves based on that. So it's an interesting concept, and I don't see that getting better. I only see that getting worse, because we know that Michael Saylor is not stopping buying Bitcoin. He's just going to continue to buy more, and that asset is going to just become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger on that balance sheet. Or if Bitcoin crashes, smaller and smaller and smaller. So you're going to get more of a closely tied relationship and a correlation between MicroStrategy and the price of Bitcoin. Even so, like in the future, you have a bigger correlation than you even do now. So will be interesting there. All right, we got Yum just came out. Yum China, that's out also. They raised their dividend from 13 cents a share. They bumped it to 16 cents a share. And they also announced a $1.25 billion share buyback program. That's big. That's a big buyback. And that's right at support. That is right at support for Yum China. Man, look at that support level that you have there, right? Look at that support level that you have there. So they're doing a $1.25 billion buyback program. The stock's up 22% right now, guys, on the back of this news. Earnings per share were 25 cents versus 16 cent estimates. Sales were 2.49 billion versus 2.41 billion. So those are beats, top and bottom line. KFC, Taco Bell parent Yum China Holdings beats, raises dividend, announces 1.25 billion stock buyback. That's great. That's fantastic. Nothing not to like there, right? Nothing not to like there. All right. great news all around and a great earnings report there for Young China. And that buyback program is big. Resistance levels here, big one, $47. Very simple, easy to see. Double top, 47. There it is, right? There's top one, there's top two. That's double top. You also have 100-day moving average. Watch that as resistance. But if that level breaks, you should go straight up and fill gap to 52, 51 and change. That's going to be the 200-day moving average you see here. And then also previous support, support, support. And then you also have the gap fill. See that big gap down? That was its last earnings report. We had the gap down on its last earnings. That would fill that gap. So stock still has some work to do if it's going to make back that gap, but certainly well on its way, up 21%, 22% right now after hours. All right, folks. And there you have it, guys. That rounds it off. That wraps up the earnings analysis and all of your major earnings announcements that we got today after the close. So I'm happy that we were able to kind of go through all of that with you guys. Way to go. 8-bit sprout. Nicely done on Palantir. I see you crushed it with the Palantir position today. Great job. Great job. Great job. I love it. I love it. Anybody have any questions for me about any of the stocks that we just, we got to welcome Shayna. We got to welcome Shayna, guys. Shayna just joined. That means we're down to 7 spots. 7 spots left. That's it. 7 spots left. Shayna, welcome to the family. Guys, remember, go to ttgoffer.com. Enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will drop to $907. Check out, and then you're good to go. All right. The W money back guarantee is on the checkout page, so just go read it. It's in black and white. It's right there on the checkout page. If you can't make the $907 back at least once during your membership, we'll give you back $1,814. All right, $1,814. We'll give it back to you. You have any questions? Text us 1-888-306-8783. What price do I feel is a good long-term buy on Tesla? The 160s, I think, is actually a pretty decent spot. I think the 160s are actually a pretty decent spot. I'm not sure, Devi. That's a great question. Devi's like, what's your outlook on Enphase tomorrow? Because it's up 17%, but the earnings were terrible. And you're like, what's my outlook on it tomorrow? I honestly don't know. I feel like it's going to pull back. I mean, the earnings were terrible. I just don't understand why the stock's up 16%, unless I'm missing something in the earnings that I can go back through and, I can go back through and take a look. But see if there's something I'm missing here, but their revenue sucked, their earnings per share sucked, and their guidance sucked. I don't know why the stock is up 16%. So my initial thoughts are maybe this fades itself back out and the stock works itself back down towards 100 tomorrow. Those are my thoughts, but I'll take a deeper look, after I'm done with the stream, and I can spend some time to actually read through to see if there's anything there that I'm missing. But very strange, in my opinion, to see the stock up this much on those earnings. All right, folks. All right, gang. So what I will do here now, if you guys are not interested in a membership, you can sign off the stream because I'm done with the analysis part. If you are interested, I'll actually take a moment. I'll show you the platform just so you guys can see what the 907 is actually going to get you. You can see what some of our tools look like because, again, it is an all-inclusive membership. So if you're not interested, you guys can head out. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel before you go and smash that like button, show some love. For those of you that are interested, follow me. What you see on the screen right now is our chat room. The chat room is where the mods and I share our screens. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades, answering questions. We're with you for the whole day. We're not gone after an hour and you're left to fend by yourself. You got the mobile app to get the real-time push notifications directly on your phone. When the mods enter and exit their positions, you can also listen to the audio commentary and participate in chat directly from your cell phone. You get 2 private study group sessions to speed up your learning curve when you join. There's also the Benzinga Pro real-time news feed that you get access to for free, included with your membership. The congressional trading data is also there, so you can track trades that are being made by members of Congress. TradingView's premium charting software is included when you guys join our community. The Trade Idea Scanner streams on our platform for you guys to use and focus on the hottest stocks during the day. You're going to get a simulator that lets you practice trading with fake money, but real-time data, so you can practice before you risk your hard-earned cash. A Proprietary scanner will let you create your own custom scans. Then you'll get unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, short data, that's all included. A trading journal will track your trading for you and break it down to the numbers and statistics so you can see what you're doing wrong. There's a social sentiment scanner that tells you what's being talked about most on social media. You get all of our AI trading tools and resources to help you guys throughout your trading. Then you're going to get access to our stock profile tool that gives you downloadable PDF reports, including analyst ratings on any company that you're interested in. You get the watch list every day from the mods and I with the detailed entry and exit points for our trade ideas. And you have the courses. Again, the courses are a simplified version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it. You get access to it as a member of True Trading Group. Now, gang, listen, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just by joining True Trading Group. But what I can guarantee is if you do join, you pay $907 right now, you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group on your own time, on your own pace. And if at no point throughout your year membership, you are able to make enough winning trades to equal the $907 membership fee at least one time, we will give you back double your money, $1,814. The refund policy is right there on the checkout page in black and white. Yes, it's real. Go read it. Our refund rate is less than 2.5%. If it was 12%, I wouldn't be able to offer you guys double your money back now, would I? So just go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, price drops to $907. There are 7 spots left, and then the price jumps. How do you know you're one of the 7 spots if you're watching this after it's already aired? Good question. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code, and if it drops the price to $907, you're one of the 7 remaining spots. If the price says $950, then that means we have sold out those spots and we are now at the $950 price point tier. So as long as that coupon code drops you down to $907, you're good to go. Okay? Any questions? Do not hesitate. Text us 1-888-306-8783. Phone number's right down there at the bottom of your screen. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, show some love. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a